Welcome back to this Kobold Hunter of Dith. Our last episode was thematic around dealing with this Bane that somehow is still not off of me. We did also get another Bane. It was a shorter one, so that'll die out soon as well. We haven't even seen what it does. Like, we haven't encountered it be a triggered condition. But anyway, yeah, we got a bunch of Bane creatures here and there. I think the first one was from the named Bane, Cassandra or something like that. Forgot what the name was. Yeah, but anyway, our current situation is we're about to start layer 5, and we actually have some really good stats. Our biggest weakness is our encumbrance really hitting our ranged rate, which we're working off with our training, and of course just the weakness of our ranged weapon. We just haven't been able to get anything special. Oh, there's a short bow. I wonder what that is. Let's see. One flat 25. So that's versus one flat 20. So even that's not good. So it's like we really, really want an acquirement scroll, which hopefully D is. I'm not going to just randomly read it because it could be just like a fear or a rev scroll and I've just wasted it, that kind of thing. A silence scroll. We're like, other than silence knocking out your ability to like read scrolls, a silence scroll is a great solution for like a non-caster like ourselves to like settle things out while you run away or something. Anyway, so we just don't want to waste stuff if we can avoid it, so we'll wait for our next identification. Of course, we were shafted and basically immediately got back up, so we do have some layer 5 coverage, and look at that, we're officially no longer going to get cloned out the butt like we've been lately. Let's go on the steps here. We don't have to like full dance it, but they'll blink away, I'll shoot them, whatever. But yeah, just as long as we keep our health up for the next little bit, we won't have to encounter the Reaper debuffs, so, or Bane, so should be good. I'm just gonna run to here, now to here. I was hoping to do some choke work here, but I'll just kind of stare it up. Whatever, all good. And honestly, that the Reaper one is pretty much under control. The funny thing is, it's when you're alone. I wonder if my shadow counteracts the when you're alone anyways, so although I don't always have the shadow, it's like, oh, okay. Okay, this is not ideal, but I think I can... Oh, now I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to shadow slip. I'm going to double check what shadow slip is, just so I oh, hello. I want to make sure I understand it. It swaps place with your shadow so long as it's active and misleads. So I do like that, and I think what it's highlighting is these are the people who are going to be misled. So here we go, and now I'm going to run away and reset. I have a regen amulet, so I don't have to go crazy about that, but anyway, so that makes sense. I was just curious of why I was being highlighted, like why they were being highlighted, and now I know. It's trying to signal to us these are the things that will be misled. So we have a lot of gold now, even though we did use... Ooh, here's a Catoblappus. Back away. I'm going to just poke away and then, yeah, just get out of there. Good. We got him before he took a shot off on us. Anyway, what was I saying? Something about the... Try to poke at the Catoblappus, but that didn't go well. Just backed out. So it looks like our center... It's like this... Like, I haven't seen this, at least top of mind, haven't seen this build of layer 5, but it looks to me like there's a center. Now, I have seen like something like that where it was like there's like squared off rooms and the center is filled with a lot of things like Catoblappuses and hydras and things like uniquely Lair feeling creatures. Just gonna go up. Yeah. Like basilisks and hydras and catoblapuses and things that shoot stuff. Okay, just run this out. Okay. Or no, this might be the Volcano Center, and we're just happened. Yeah, this is the Volcano Center. Never mind. I've seen this before plenty of times. So I'll try to do the outside first here. Both our Banes have been removed. Huzzah. What's our attack rate now? It's still 3. I would like to get it down to 0. I doubt I'll ever without the strength, so I'll keep it capped at 12, I think was my lessened amount. My capped amount, that is. I'll say, just as an aside before I jinx myself, although it's kind of like a negative jinx rather than a positive one, or whatever phrase you want to use. I haven't gotten any magical portals this game. No sewers, no ossuaries, no funeral rites, no volcanoes, no ice caves. It's pretty crazy, actually. Usually you get something. I don't have our fires, so this, or at least I don't think I do. No, I don't. So I don't want to do too much here and get overwhelmed. Like a war gargoyle is, or a molten gargoyle is not what I want to be encountering by itself, let alone with other things. So let's keep backing out here. I want to see if there's a new ability here. Here, Marionette grabs hold of another creature's shadow and rapidly unleashes their spells and abilities as if they were their own, aimed at random enemies. So I can basically do it once on per creature, and it has to be on a creature that casts spells. I'm guessing Bolt of Magma counts, and so I'm going to try it here. I guess not. 0 out of 1 spells usable. Okay, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. So, for a lack of a better thing, I guess I continue to shoot. Oof. Okay, I guess I'm going to run. I failed to use it. Run. Failed to use it. Run. Okay. Thanks for all that failure. Hopefully it doesn't look like it wasted the it didn't waste the piety, and looks like we were able to, well, he's got a buddy. Back it up again. Okay, and that one died real quick. Okay. I just leveled up armor, still 0.3. At a certain point, I just want to give that up, you know, because it's not efficient learning. And just hope I get some strength or something. Didn't I have a ring of strength to buy? Strength. Is it worth buying? I don't know. Over a slaying ring? Ugh. I'd rather just get a ring of slaying, or strength. Back up a little. So there's probably going to be a red dragon in here. Let's try to hopefully kill this guy while I have a shadow with me. Okay. Okay, looks like all the outside is dealt with. Oh, yeah, sometimes they curve around here. And can we see what's in here? Yikes. Okay. Usually it's like a red dragon and gold. Um, I have good piety. Everything's pretty fairly castable. Let's go for it. A mountain shell. Seismic stomp, and I'm guessing you have to be within range to attack it. Range can only properly aim for narrow gaps between its plates. Yeah, so I can't actually attack it from ranged. I wonder if I can even evoke on it. Can I pair? No, it's unlikely. Just gonna run. I can get it moving. It's damage immune. Okay, so I'm just gonna use it to kite it. Hello, keep at me. And then I'll just kind of walk around him, get the items, and go. So, like, I'll kind of bring him down here, maybe. Does he leave? I wish I had flying ring right about now. I could just fly around. Say, it's just gold. My regen amulet kind of invalidates his, like, casual hits around me. Anyway, that's done. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go. I'm guessing I don't know my orc. That's correct. So I guess we go to dungeon 11, and then we, unless I want to kill something, maybe like Maggie. Let's go to D7 while we're at it here, and I can probably just kill Maggie now. Let's clean up for that XP. Okay, cool. Acid Dragons, War Axe of Flaming. That's a nice axe when you want something like that, but we're good today. And there's a two-sided Hydra D10. Let's go D10. I could probably kill that. And by Hydra, I mean Ogre. So let's go here, and let's just take him out now. Cool. I don't think I'm desperate to go to that obsidian statue. It's not like I'm a caster who wants to see that parchment. So let's keep going down, and let's finish off this floor. I think there was an invisible guy. Oh, and yeah, this guy too, Josephine, that were like, let's just back out here, go to Lair. But this is fine now. I'll even kind of be funny about it and do the stair dancing routine. Robe of Fire, not for me. And so, yeah, I'll be able to kill the invis guy now because I have the see invis from the helmet we got. I'll even just forget the floor so we can, yeah. As suspected, it was just the bouncing eye guy. He wasn't doing, like, vampire damage, but it was still annoying. Yep. Keep going. I'm just going to stare him up here. Let's get in a row here. I'm going to concentrate on the summoner. And then here we go. So, like, even trolls are not much for us these days. Our damage is still pretty capped, but at least it's only 1.3 at 29, you know, that kind of thing. And our ghost is dancing with us a little bit more than it used to. Hopefully that's because of the Faith Amulet paying off here. To be honest, this might have been a good build for Yuskaya now that I know I would have had a Faith Amulet, but it's a little too far for that. Plus, you know, let's get a win on the channel with Dith. Doesn't hurt. As I said in the first, I think it was the first episode, maybe the second, because I wouldn't have known I was Dith when we started the character. I've actually won with Dith for the channel, but it's not on the channel because After completing the whole win, I realized that whole recording session, which was the whole character, I only recorded my face, and not the screen. So that kind of killed the session's recording or uploading potential, unfortunately. So I'll win it for the channel, even though I have a win on the account. Many of the things I've won with, or haven't won with on this account, I have won with in the past. This wasn't my original name. I previously used a different name that I played for most of my early quote-unquote playing career. I did quite a lot of coverage there, almost all of it back then for years and years. But then this server that I used to play on was one that shut down, and unfortunately my name was taken on this optimal server, optimal for my latency and whatnot, so I had to reinvent myself, which is perfectly fine. We saw that there's a glove of infusion. I'm gonna keep this glove because it's dex, and that's just amazing, and infusion would drain my mana, and I don't have a lot of mana, and I would like to keep it for my god uses. Some gods still require you to have mana, which can be unfortunate sometimes, but you have to keep that in mind. Because like a Mokleb, it doesn't use mana, I don't believe, anymore, although it used to, so it was always awkward. Yeah, okay. So here's a vampire who can't invis us anymore, and I just kind of nuke him. Have we seen our orc? Still no. So, wait. Yes, we did. Never mind. So I could probably finish this off. I'm going to go strength for the obvious reasons of trying to get my encumbrance under control. So this is a nice body. I'll pick it up for the lack of need of inventory slots. But like, if you look at this, I would lose 14.6 AC. See, that's why I'm giving in to using this this body piece, even though it's really harming my attack rate. It's because it's so aggressively defensive. Oof. Okay, here's our vault's entrance. I'm going to run away. Oops, I did not mean to walk into him. Okay, it's one at a time here. I'm going to let the Hydra come down on me and then deal with it. And keep going here. He's a axe or a polearm wielder, so he'll never go up the stairs unless I force him to by going one extra slot and then fooling him. But anyway, cool. D13. How much time we got? We got enough time. So I'm just gonna go up to orc, and let's do orc. Maybe we'll get some hand cannons or some stores to use our gold for. I mean, arbalist 42 at 1.2 versus honestly, I think until we have a better weapon, I mean, that arbalist, it feels the same, but it just does more damage. So now I can like kind of one-hit things, but I would really appreciate a weapon from somewhere. Lightning rod, evocation manual, that's cool. Enchant weapon, that's good. Rev, that's cool. Net, that's cool. Digging, that's cool. I'll note the mutation. Oh, that's cool. That's a plate armor of command. That's one of the summoning ones, right? Yeah, that's cool. That's a new one. But now I can like one-shot things, and also my summon or my ghost can also have that power. But I'm not going to even commit to any weapon until I finish orc, because there might be a store that, or like it might be one of these orc endings where there's like there's a ranger bridge that like there's a lot of chance of weaponry. Well, this would be cool if we weren't what we are, unless we go hexing, which is unlikely at this point, but like I can note some hexing stuff maybe. honestly, that's about it. So it's good stuff, but not for us. Anything to drop here? Nope. Okay, carrying on with our work in Orc 2. Let's go back, make sure I'm covering my backside here. Oh, and so the final space is in the top. So let's kind of choke here. I'm not going to do the final space until it is truly the final space. But yeah, let's clear out the outside here. Let's do the upstairs, for example. Nothing here. But you can see now, at least I'm like one-shotting things with this overpowered Arbalist. I can kill him. I just don't have our fires, so I would... Okay, so we have to quickly move away from... Okay, good. Very scary. That could have been real bad. Nothing worse than an alarm in an Orc 2. So this is probably a second entrance. Yep. So let's kind of clear our way backwards here and cover our backside. All right, so other than up and to the left, or up here, yeah, okay. So we're going to clear from this direction, and remember that our true exit is to the left. We do have digging, so we can connect our upstairs stuff if we need to, but you don't want to if you can avoid it. And we're just going to kite our way out here. Pop them when we can. And then run if we have to. We have a regen next, so it's... You don't have to run immediately, but... Back it up. So that warrior, not warrior, commander, what are they called? Warlord? Yeah, warlord. What kind of weapon? Is it just a base arbalist? Yeah, it's just a base arbalist. Ooh, okay, back away. The caster types. I have two will, but not great. Okay, I'm gonna shadow slip and back away. Let's go this way. He might have gained his health back, whatever. I lived. Just gonna back away. Is there anything I can do? Paralysis, no. Maybe if the caster comes along, I can marionette the caster. But anyway. Arbalist, chainmail fire, no thank you. Don't get too aggro here. One of the traps of Orc is feeling too confident, like you've already done it all. Nope. There's always more Orcs in Orc. Always pull back if you can. And you're not like rushing the game or something. A glowing Orc bow. Okay. Potential. Nothing crazy though about it. An Urg. I'm going to skip if possible. Embroidered gloves. scarf, I'll probably buy that scarf. The gloves, I do have like basically bisque gloves other than Randarts, so that's not an acquirement scroll. So we're definitely buying that. We're buying our curing, so we're gonna know that. Um, the shimmy is not really something we need here, and then stuff that's like hexing. I'll note it just for the sake of noting. Disjunction's a great one for pushback, but yeah, this is a lot of great stuff. It's just we're not really doing it. Okay, so I think my first purchase is the acquirement scroll, because if I get a sick thing on the acquirement scroll, it's like, okay, I don't need to buy that, even try that orc. So it's just an Arbalist of Draining. Yikes. I mean, I'm basically bought it a $900 gold, a 900 gold, what am I thinking? A brand weapon. That's the word I'm thinking about. A pair of boots. They have 2 armor. They have negative will, core, dex, and RN. I mean, if that will wasn't there, I probably would honestly pick that. But the negative will is so punishing. You can't do negative will in this game if you can avoid it. I could just rebuy it like this acquirement never happened, by just getting the gold back. Honestly, I think I just get the gold back. I don't need the amulet. These boots are not good. Like RN, R core, just throw that away because that doesn't matter. So essentially it's a +2 pair of boots of wonder that reduces your will, and the dex is whatever. So I think I just go for the gold and say like I never bought this. It feels bad, super bad actually. But now we know, and if we take a look, we have 5 unknown scrolls, and if we take a look, I have 5 unknown types. So I have every scroll now. Of course, the acquirement was acquired, so and so now I have my curing known. So that's kind of almost done. That little exploration, and so now I have the gold. I can go for that scarf. Let's go for the scarf because I just have a flat scarf right now. A scarf of shadows. That's funny. I'm already a shadows guy. Honestly, this isn't good for me. If I could remove the shadows of my kobold, I would do it. So I'm not going to add shadows. So that's unfortunate. And then I guess my only other thing I can really like, other than being weird about stuff, is go for that glowing orc bow and see what's up. So let's just go and see what's up. Of Alec. So Alec's cool. 0.9, 31 damage versus 43. The Alec kind of like adds 2 to 4 damage probably on average. So that puts us at like, 35 damage at, what speed was it? 0.9 versus 0.2 at 43. So like 7 damage for a slightly slower weapon. Honestly, I don't think that's worth it. Obviously, the Elec could go low hit and then high hit, so that's a variability part of it. I don't think I'd ever use that. I'll definitely use it over a regular orc bow, that's for sure, but unfortunately, that doesn't seem like it's going to be a solution here. I could buy the Rev Scroll, but I'm going to get ID scrolls. I'm not going to need to know a Rev Scroll these days. I'll buy the Throwing Net, though. Throwing nets are always good. Oh, I was like, why are you stopping me? Okay, hello. All right. Let's go get that throwing net. The evocable manual is interesting because that's always cool. I haven't really gotten many evocables, though. That's the kind of funny thing. Okay, I think... do I dodge up to like 10 and shield? I don't need to do the shield just yet, but I don't know. I don't know. It's either strength or an armor skills. I guess I have to just keep doing armor. It just feels bad, you know? And I'll like casually do dodging. Yeah. Because if I'm not getting more strength, I gotta do it through armor. That feels so awkward. Okay. Anyway, we're just past 30 minutes actually, so we could park ourselves D13. There's an imp here. Okay, go. Let's go down. Come on. All right, and we'll cap this episode off here. Yeah, we're just kind of same place we left off with the start of the episode. We're Kobold. We're pretty defensive for a Kobold. Our stats are pretty good. We've got a faith amulet with our regen with it and all that stuff. So our Dith is off the hook, and we're just like behind the curve with weaponry. I really don't want to have to enchant this Arbalist. I'd rather just get something prepared that wasn't at an extreme cost like the acquirement scroll one. But maybe we'll get some acquirement scrolls on D14 or 15. But like at a certain point, I do have to commit to a weapon. And so I'll see where I'm at when we hit maybe our first Aspirant rune, and go from there for the weapon side of things. But I mean, it is what it is. We're just going to make do with what we get. So thanks for watching. See you next time for this Kobold Hunter of Dith.